matters because the UN Secretary General has repeatedly called for an immediate end to the use of cluster munitions. Now, Adebeji Ibo, Deputy to the High Representative of the United Nations Office for Disarmament Affairs, said the transfer and use of cluster munitions throughout the conflict are very concerning. Cluster munitions are globally banned, considering that they cause both immediate and long-term civilian harm, leaving behind unapplauded remnants that act as landmines for years. Yahya Jammeh has more details of that in this report.
The 2008 Convention on Cluster Munitions prohibits the use, production, stockpiling, and transfer of cluster munitions and required states to ensure that they claim no further victims. Cluster munitions killed and injured large numbers of civilians and caused long-lasting socio-economic problems. Speaking at a Security Council on Monday, Adedeji Ibo, Deputy to the High Representative of the United Nations Office for Disarmament Affairs, emphasized the effect of cluster munitions.
The Secretary General has repeatedly called for an immediate end to the use of cluster munitions. In line with this long-standing position, these weapons must be rendered inoperable and consigned to history. In addition, mines and explosive remnants of war have resulted in widespread land contamination, rendering land unusable for agriculture, while impeding the movement of people in Ukraine.
Iwo also stressed that attacks against civilians and civilian infrastructure are prohibited under the international law, saying that all such attacks must stop immediately. Meanwhile, Russia's Minister of Foreign Affairs told Council members that the continued provision of such weapons to what he called Zelensky's corrupt regime is dangerous.
The long pumping by weapons of the corrupt Zelensky regime has one more dangerous aspect: the desire to get maximum benefit from the conflict, because Kiev authorities are simply reselling some of Western weapons to the black market, the highest echelon of the United States, when even as so far as to say that Russia would attack Poland and the Baltic states, Finland, after that.
Reports indicate that these munitions killed, maimed, and caused widespread human suffering for years after conflict, and if not decades. Cluster munitions block the return of displaced people to their homes. The weapons also hamper mobility, trade, and agriculture-related activities. Reporting for Eyeafrica News, I am Yahya Jammeh.